Kit presses Gary for answers about Todd's missing phone, but Gary pretends he knows nothing. Convinced that Gary is hiding something, Kit later tells Lisa that he is certain there is more to the story and vows to uncover the truth. Todd receives a phone call from the prison informing him that Summer has been taken to hospital. When she admits that she deliberately turned off her insulin pump because she could no longer cope behind bars, Todd is left shocked and deeply concerned. Later, Todd shares the upsetting news with his friends in the Rovers. As the conversation unfolds, could someone struggle to hide their sense of guilt? Elsewhere, Daniel anxiously welcomes the social worker into the house. He thanks Adam and Alia for their support, apologizes for everything that has happened, and admits he is fairly certain he knows who contacted social services. Meanwhile, David is unable to locate Harper's 5-month milestone card, causing the family to miss her scheduled hospital photo session. Shona is devastated by the mix-up, and when they return home, David becomes convinced that Jodie took the missing card and confronts her about it. Elsewhere, Will opens up to Hope and admits he is thinking about quitting athletics because it constantly reminds him of Megan. Hope urges him not to walk away, pointing out that giving up would mean letting Megan continue to influence his life and hold back his potential. As their conversation unfolds, Sam quietly observes from a distance, his thoughts racing. Megan Walsh has established herself as one of the most sinister and dangerous figures ever to set foot on Coronation Street. A ruthless and manipulative predator, she targets vulnerable young people, gradually isolating and controlling them while showing no remorse for the devastation she causes. Her influence over Will Driscoll and his friend Lee, one of her previous victims, demonstrated just how calculated and damaging her behavior can be. Anyone who stands in her way quickly becomes a target. When Sam Blakeman uncovered the truth about her, Megan launched a campaign of psychological torment, undermining his confidence, disrupting his achievements, and taking pleasure in turning the situation against him. Although Sam eventually revealed what he knew, the ordeal left lasting scars. The emotional damage inflicted by Megan pushed him into a serious mental health crisis, leaving him deeply traumatized. Even after her crimes began to come to light, Megan maintained her grip over Will, ensuring he stayed silent while she continued manipulating him. She secretly planned to flee the country alone, despite repeatedly assuring Will that they would escape together and start a new life. In the end, help came from an unexpected source. Drawing on his own experiences of abuse, Tim Metcalf managed to make Will see the reality of Megan's actions and the extent of her manipulation. As Will prepared to leave with Megan, Tim presented him with a life-changing choice: remain under her control or finally tell the authorities the truth. Faced with that decision, Will found the courage to report Megan to the police. Since reporting Megan to the police, Will has struggled to rebuild his life, with the full extent of her manipulation becoming increasingly clear. A well-meaning attempt by Bethany to offer support quickly backfired when Will misinterpreted her kindness, mistakenly believing she had ulterior motives. The incident highlighted just how deeply Megan's actions had affected his ability to trust others. Not long afterwards, Will crossed paths with Sam, who was battling his own emotional turmoil. Unaware of Sam's fragile state, Will was stunned when he was branded sick and told that he deserved to die. The harsh comments hit him hard and lingered long after the encounter ended. Already shaken, Will later overheard his father expressing fears that Megan had caused permanent damage to his future. Feeling overwhelmed, he climbed onto scaffolding while drinking vodka, putting himself in serious danger. Fortunately, Asha, Hope, and Maggie intervened in time and managed to bring him down safely. The situation took another disturbing turn when Megan unexpectedly resurfaced after being released on bail. Without drawing attention to herself, she slipped her new phone number into Will's pocket. Later, troubled and conflicted, he added the number to his contacts. Despite everything he had been through, Will began finding comfort in his growing friendship with Hope, whose support helped bring some happiness back into his life. The following week, Will admits to Hope that he is thinking about walking away from athletics because the sport constantly reminds him of Megan. Hope encourages him not to quit, arguing that doing so would only allow Megan to maintain a hold over him while wasting his natural talent. Later, Will excitedly reveals that he has received a message from Lee, who is traveling from Hull and wants to meet up. However, when he arrives at the arranged location and waits for his friend, he is left horrified when he turns around and comes face to face with Megan instead. Realizing he has been deliberately lured into a trap, Will is left terrified as Megan once again gains the upper hand. With nobody else around and her intentions unclear, he is forced to wonder what she wants and whether he is now in serious danger. Coronation Street fans are convinced Leanne Battersby could be heading for a surprise pregnancy storyline, but many believe newcomer Idris Nazir will not turn out to be the baby's father. Leanne has been a familiar face on the cobbles since arriving with the Battersby family in 1997. Over the years, she has been at the center of countless dramatic storylines, including affairs, addiction struggles, and devastating personal losses. More recently, Leanne has found herself growing close to Idris Nazir, Alia's cousin. Despite warnings about his reputation, she has been unable to resist his charm, and the pair have continued to get to know each other as their relationship develops. In the latest episodes, Idris revealed that he had hired Brody Michaelis to assist with work connected to his property business, giving the teenager a job clearing out one of his rental flats. While Idris continues to settle into life on the street, viewers are already speculating about what could be next for his romance with Leanne. Many fans believe a pregnancy storyline may be on the horizon. However, some are predicting that a dramatic twist could reveal someone other than Idris as the father. One popular theory among viewers suggests that Ryan Connor could eventually become linked to the storyline, setting the stage for major drama in the months ahead. For now, the romance between Leanne and Idris is still in its early stages, but fans are already convinced that bigger shocks could be waiting around the corner. Fans were quick to point out that Leanne and Ryan share a complicated history, having previously been romantically involved. As a result, some viewers believe their connection could be revisited in the future, potentially leading to a dramatic twist if Leanne were to become pregnant. Many fans have voiced support for the former couple, arguing that they had strong chemistry together and would prefer to see them reunited rather than watching Leanne pursue a relationship with Idris. Others admitted they are still undecided about the newcomer and remain unconvinced by his growing romance with Leanne. As a result, Idris has become fiercely independent and determined to succeed. While he enjoys the rewards that come with success and has a taste for luxury, there is also a more vulnerable side beneath his confident exterior. The actor explained that exploring both the strength and emotional depth of the character has made the role particularly rewarding to play. With Idris continuing to make an impact on the street and his relationship with Leanne developing, viewers are eagerly waiting to see whether the romance will flourish or if unexpected complications lie ahead.